Buildings are ancient, older than anything else we've seen on Kobo. Hey, this is a good find. Seeds. Can't do anything with it without a guard. Maybe we should take up prospecting, huh, BD? Here we go. Yeah. You know your way around Kobo, don't you? Let's ride. direction. Come on, BD. Let's meet him at the landing pad. Stay safe, you hear? That door wouldn't last against a roller mine. But where are we gonna find one around here? Die.
Trust in the Force, Padawan.
Easy, Neko. You got it! Nice. Off we go. Z, you're looking good as new.
Indeed, that mechanical mixologist is a miracle worker. I must know, did you locate the key to Tanalor?
It's complicated, but we'll find it.
Monk told me what transpired while I was asleep. To think the Jedi Order is no more, that must have been dreadful for you. We have both been through so much, but we must persevere, Cal. After all, what else is there to do?
That's right. You've got room for one more?
I shall remain here, but if you need my counsel, I will be at the saloon. I am very fortunate to have met you, Cal Kestis.
I found something out there.
Oh yeah, what do you got? Another holocron?
Jedi. From the time of the High Republic, somehow preserved him back to Dagan Gera. I freed him.
What happened?
He attacked me. Escaped with the Bedlam Raiders. He's who they've been looking for. Says the Jedi betrayed him and turned to the dark side.
Are you okay, kid?
Tanalor. It's real, Grease. It's hidden somewhere in the Abyss.
Oh, that's impossible! The Abyss eats any ship that gets too close!
The Republic found a way through hundreds of years ago. That's why they built that array in the forest.
A hidden world that nobody's been able to reach for centuries. If you figured out how to cross the Abyss, you could just disappear.
Completely. No Bedlam Raiders. No bounty hunters.
No galactic empire.
I'm just spitballing here, but that does sound like a place that someone could call home.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a home.
Get your feet down. All right, I'm going back to the cantina.
You know, Grease, we could use a real pilot.
I don't know. I mean, you're doing okay on your own. I mean, you could clean the Patoli weave every now and then.
We don't know the Mantis like you do. Nobody does.
Oh, Cal, I'm sorry. My best days are behind me. I can't even hold my cards steady.
I know things are different from how they used to be, but I'm not sure I could do this without you.
Is that really how you feel?
It is.
Well, I mean, I guess I could have Monk keep his eye on the saloon.
Greasy money. All right. You in? I mean, there's not gonna be much in the way of credits.
Cal, this is better than any score. Imagine, no more looking over your shoulder. A safe place for us, for the ones we love.
If anyone knows about a lost Jedi world, it's here.
Jedi! Aha! It's about time you paid that lady a visit. All right, I'm gonna make us some food before we go.
So who's this seer we're going to see?
A mentor of mine. Rescued me from the Empire on Bracca and dragged me halfway across the galaxy.
Sounds like you two went through a lot together.
We did. Been a long time since I've seen her.
Want to set out? In my experience, you gotta chase a lead when it's hot.
Haven't used these since the scrapyard on Bracca. Prof gave them to me. Cordova's toolbox from Bogano. Most of his things are probably still there, waiting for someone.
Grease, did I hear you mention curried burrofish?
Yeah, that's right. It's a Latero dish. You ever been there?
No, but I love the cuisine. Anytime I see a Latero dish on the menu, I'm a happy man.
Finally, a crew member of taste and culture. Tell you what, once we get to Jeddah, I'll make a great Grandma Pyloon's Latero surprise.
I'm looking forward to it.
This Shio bird's feather is supposed to bring good luck. Huh. There's Grease's salt shaker. Where did I put the pepper? Every day I wonder if I made the right call. How's it feel to be back on the Mantis?
Good. Thinking about whipping up some curried burrafish. Kitchen looks in better shape than the rest of the ship, kid.
I definitely saw less action since you left.
You're telling me. The spice levels haven't moved. Did you cook even one decent meal for yourself these last years?
I'm not half the cook you are, Grease. And maybe only 3/4 the pilot.
Very kind, but the first chance we get, I'm making you a plate of Great Granny Pyloon's umber hash.
My favorite. Can't wait.
So, we headed to Jeddah or what?
Let's see what we got here. Easier than building my first one.
Where's my spatula?
The new fella. Howdy.
Howdy back at you.
If you're looking for a side, you might want to trek to the higher edges of the canyon.
Is it worth the hike?
I wouldn't know. Never been there myself. Too steep to climb. And there's a lot of creatures up there. Some of them won't even eat you.
Sounds like paradise.
It's a tough climb, but you'll find a way up. And you'll see the true majesty of Kobo. I just know it.
Gulu, Guido, what's going on?
Just bemoaning the sorry state of affairs in this place.
What did the raiders do this time?
No, not them. We were talking about how things ain't like the good old days.
When we started out here, life was grand.
place was nearly empty.
Barely anyone to bother you.
Sounds like paradise.
Well, it's the way of the galaxy. The only constant is change, and everything gets worse with time.
Yeah, and there's always one Turgle everywhere you go. So long.
Oh, it was bad. Real bad.
When is it ever not bad with you?
Stakes were raised, Mosey. The way Zeke was looking at me, with his crazy eyes. I swear if Cal weren't there, I would have been 6 feet under.
Speak of the Gundark, there's your savior.
Hey there, Mosey. You stop into Pyloon's often?
I check in every now and then. Raiders like to pick on the helpless.
And your axe screams, "Fight me! I dare you! I double dare you! You two-time and dirty!"
All right, settle down.
How long have the Raiders been here?
Few years. Not long after I arrived. I don't know a planet in the Outer Rim free of raiders in general, but these bedlam bastards have changed Kobo forever. Most hunters know you cull when you need to, and you stop hunting when a herd gets too low. These raiders kill for sport, and made a lot of those beasts much more hostile to us. Take Shepherdpedes, for example. When they lose habitat, they get territorial and fight back.
Same as us, really.
Sure enough. Biggest mistake our kind ever made was thinking we are any different. Salutations.
Cal, I gotta confess something.
Here we go.
That tech I tried to sell to Ravis, there's more of it in the valley. A building right in the center. You can't miss it. So I was thinking, you head there and check things out, and we split whatever you find 50-50.
We'll see, Turgle.
Cal, look at this saloon.
Monk's been really busy.
And I helped by staying out of the way. Did you know there's even a garden on the roof?
Rooftop garden, huh?
That's right. What are you waiting for? It's just up the stairs. Go check it out. Hi, Cal. It's nearly here, Mosey. My birthday is right around the corner.
I feel like you've been talking up your birthday next week for a few moons now.
Exactly. The anticipation is killing me. But I've been giving it a real hard think, and I finally know what I want.
You better not be hollering about grabbing one of my neckos again.
Oh, no, of course not, Mosey. I'm thinking something bigger. Much bigger. Something that matches my new persona. Maybe something with teeth.
Turgle, you ain't got no teeth.
That's beside the point.
Greetings, Sojourner.
Just Cal will do.
It will not.
Okay. You don't look like the other prospectors.
No. They unearth riches. Too locked excavates that which cannot be so easily grasped.
Make a lot of credits in that line of work?
Wisdom is a good that never decays and is always in short supply. I must be alone now.
Hey, Monk.
You look tired. Take a load off. Word is there's a traveling troubadour and a DJ droid from the core worlds on Kobo.
Not what I expected you to say. Any idea why they're there?
They've hiked out onto the valley plateau to sample the sounds of the wild.
The sounds of the wild can come from creatures that kill you.
Can't drop those beats if you're dead.
I'll see if I can find them.
I suspected as much.
Ever pick up any good tips from bartending?
For starters, every client has a tell.
What's my tell?
Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a tell.
Fine. So what's your tell?
My incurable honesty. And you might want to leave before Grease gets second thoughts. I imagine he's nervous to hop in the pilot's seat again.
See you later, Monk.
Emerald pyres, buried fires. The rings remember.
Strangest thing, I was enjoying a lively constitutional earlier today.
Really? You?
I deserve that. Anyway, I saw the strangest duo putting around the far side of the valley. One was tall and quiet, one short and babbling. They had stopped to inspect some beastly carcass. This had you written all over it.
I deserve that.
I think I'll have a salted Staga sub.
The Staga sub? Why, that's last month's special.
You've changed the blasted menu again? Grease can't leave well enough alone.
Well, you know, Grease, the boss is a culinary innovator who just can't be stopped. But perhaps I can interest you in an iodized Gaunt roast? An old favorite of yours, I believe.
Old favorite?
Oh, so tender you'll want to buy it dinner.
Have I really been stranded here long enough to have an old favorite?
Well, you know, time flies when your disposition is as sunny as an Obaran graveyard.
Seeing these battle droids about takes one back, doesn't it?
Maybe a bit.
Oh, the Clone Wars. Those were the good years.
I've never heard anyone say that before, Moran.
Oh, sure. A separatist secession backed by tax-loathing free marketeers begins. Just as I'm establishing a profitable extrajudicial shipping operation. They paired like wine and flatcakes.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Apologies, I'm being insensitive. You probably fought in the Clone Wars as a child soldier, right?
No, not exactly.
Well, I suppose it's all over now, one way or another. Another time.
Let's see what we find up here.
Ah, lad. Cast your eyes over this beauteous tank.
Glad you came around to it.
It didn't make a fetching first impression. I've a mind to give it a third scrubbing. Cleaning the filter, you'd think someone tried to cram a mollusk through a sieve.
Oh, can't unhear that.
Cal, you've seen that waterfall near the forest, right?
Is that the spot the raiders like to camp out at?
Afraid so.
Those abominable bullies. Why, this gem of the planet ought to be enjoyed by one and all.
So our expedition is a no-go?
Not unless you want to dodge some blaster fire.
No thanks.
Is there anywhere on this planet where one can relax safely with friends?
There's a few raider-free pockets left. Kobo ain't what it used to be.
I'll leave you to your new friends.
Catch you later, Cal.
Oh, hey! It's you! I saw you tearing through the woods. Remember me? Name's Toa. I'm a historian. Freelance these days.
Cal, also freelance. You planning on doing more exploring?
Of course. This is my first time beyond the Mid-Rim, but I can already tell this place is a trove. Centuries ago, folks couldn't wait to scratch out a living under a new sky. And hell, they sure chose a vibrant world.
Vibrant, huh?
Hey, let me know if you find any more of those chambers, yeah?
Will do.
Cal, I heard about a meditation chamber.
You gonna check it out?
I wish. It takes some serious acrobatics to access it, and...
I could give it a shot, Toa.
A shot? This coming from the guy who scales basalt pillars in the time it takes me to date my field journal. Happy hunting, you two.
Z, I still can't believe you were down in the basement for 200 years. Didn't you get lonely?
Oh, I don't know. I was in low power mode, so I'm not sure if company would have made a difference.
Imagine if you were unconscious during the last 2 centuries. The Republic fell from glory. The Empire rose to power. The Jedi Order dismantled.
We get it. A lot went down while she was asleep. But ignorance can be bliss, right?
I'm sorry, Z. I did not mean to be insensitive.
It's quite all right. In this case, perhaps my impairment was quite the blessing. Cal, how good to see you.
You too, Z.
Should you find any data discs from my day, I'd be happy to decrypt them for you. I imagine there are many that remain lost on Kobo.
We'll let you know if we do.
Hey.
Cal, I hope I'm not intruding, but what happened to your Jedi Master?
He died during the Purge. Gave his life so I could escape. I can still hear his last words. Trust only in the Force.
Oh, Cal, I am so very sorry.
It was a long time ago.
2 centuries later, and Master Kree's last directive still rattles my memory banks.
I'll never forget. But that's how they're still with us.
I think you're right about that. Cal, I always adore seeing you, but you won't find a key to Tanalor in this cantina now, will you?
These look interesting. Looks good to me.
Certainly, Cal.
Hey, Z. I heard Monk brought you up to speed on recent events?
I just don't understand. How can this shameful empire remain in power?
I don't know anybody who loves the Empire. But hey, there's money in Imperial salvage contracts.
Plus, for most of us, life has not changed too drastically.
Oh, don't spare my circuits. Tell me what you really think.
Well, sure, things are different. Back home, practically every lab is under military funding. But things are a lot like under the Republic. We go about our lives, send delegates to the Senate, vote.
What a vote is worth these days.
It's so difficult to imagine a galaxy without the Jedi. Like a drive core without its Rhodonium spark.
Tempting.
That could be a favorite.
Could use this.
A most wise decision.
So, you really do not know much about the collapse of the Republic installations out here?
No, I'm afraid my stomach didn't afford me much of advantage.
What's the last thing you remember?
That one with the ceiling suffered a minor bout of structural fatigue.
Caused by an emergence, yeah.
And they're my masters.
I'm really sorry that happened to you.
Whatever this emergency, it's clear to me that it didn't stop.
Maybe when you're feeling 100%, I'll take you up to the waterfall.
Waterfall? In my day, the boldest Jedi used to cliff dive.
I think things may have changed. Back in my day, that is pre-Raider days, my friends and I used to jump off and look for priorite in the riverbed of Swindler's Wash. Priorite? That is a rare mineral around here. If you're feeling feisty, we could check it out sometime.
An outing with friends? Oh, how you miss the company when you've been deprived of it for 2 centuries.
What a view. I bet I could plant a great garden up here with a little help. All right, let's try planting these seeds we found. Good spot to grow. Can't wait to see that one grow. Let's pick a color for you. Hope it does well over there. There, your new home. This garden's got room to grow. You better bring these to the garden.
Cal, were you really riding a Neko? Or is Turgle telling tales?
Sure was. Found some Nekos in the forest.
And you tame one right out of the gate? You are a natural, Cal. You know, I'm a nature lover myself. I keep a few of the tamer critters in the outpost stables.
I'm new to this whole riding thing. Think I could stop by and grab some tips?
You bet.
Oh, you're here. Good. I wanted to get your feedback on some new moves of mine.
Sorry, Turgle. No time. We're headed out for a while.
You're leaving? You'll be back, right? Right?
I'm pretty sure we will.
Oh, that's good. Deep breath, Turgle.
You'll be fine. Just don't go making any more shady deals.
Shady deals? Please, Cal. Shady deals are so old, Turgle. I'm fully on the path of self-improvement now.
All the same, keep out of trouble.
Be seeing you.
Cal, shouldn't you be hitting the hyperlanes or whatever? The sooner you're gone, the sooner you're back.
Monk, you back there?
What can I do for you?
What skills do you need to be a good bartender?
Oh, the usual. Multitasking, a good memory, the gift of the gab, not to mention the mixology itself. You see, the better the drinks, the happier the clientele, which means, of course, the more they talk. And the more they talk, the more I learn about what makes them tick.
Sounds a little...
manipulative, I suppose. But I'm only picking up what they're freely putting down.
Till next time, pal.
A bartender's job is never done.
So what'd you do before you came here?
I used to perform in a medicine show. I was required to dress in garish outfits and read fortunes, while others would scam the audience.
That sounds a little demeaning.
Yes, but the experiences we carry always have a use, Sojourner. When I arrived on Kobo, I noticed a charlatan trying to swindle someone with fool's priorite.
How'd you know?
He wore long sleeves in the heat.
Sleight of hand, huh? I saw a merchant on Corellia do that.
An old trick. Well, I stopped the sale, and Doma has been grateful ever since.
And the swindler?
Tried the trick on the raiders, so I hear, and sealed his fate. Now is not the time to speak.
Say, Cal, what do you make of this place?
It's not too shabby. Lots of potential.
Yes, well, anything has potential if you squint hard enough.
What about you? You seem to spend a lot of time here.
What do I think? I'll lay it out for you. This place violates about 24 business fundamentals, giddily deploys false advertising practices, and is riddled with moles I daren't investigate. And yet, it serves drinks and doesn't close its doors when the Bedlam Raiders march into town. That's more than you can say for any other establishment on this rock. Talk later, hmm?
Busy keeping these customers in fine fettle, Cal.
I need to focus.
PlayStation